Absolutely. So, our main vertical, of course, is the amenity space, and we do a lot of tenant fit outs as well. And I think that's one of the way my business is changing, is that we're doing a lot more tenant fit outs now than we used to. But it's two very different ways to kind of approach what you're putting into the spaces. And in an amenity space, the most important thing is ease of use. It's so very important that somebody can come in without having any training, without any instruction, and look at one of our keypads and know how to turn the system on. That's the most important thing when you design that system. You take what you feel to be 90% of the needs of the people, being able to come in, touch one button, and the conferencing system comes on. Be able to come in, touch one button, and this happens, right? Those are the important things in an amenity space. And so we start at the URC keypad. And I say, what are the fewest number of buttons that I can put on this front page in order to make my system work? And then I work backwards from there. And I say, okay, now that I've got the 5 buttons that I need, what equipment allows me to make those 5 buttons all that I need? And so then I go back and I find what kind of video distribution I want, what kind of audio distribution I want. And with HDA internal to URC, they make it that much easier. Building music systems now used to take, a DSP from one company, amplifiers from another company, a two-way module from another company, to make all these things work. Now with HDA, it's all kind of internal, so I can make my audio mixers completely. My audio mixers are completely already in the URC programming software, so I don't have to make them all from scratch. So, the amenity space is all about ease of use, right? And URC has really allowed us to do that in these spaces by doing that. Now, when we go into a customer who has their own private space, we need to get a little bit more specific. But the great thing about having a client space is that I get to train somebody. I can show somebody how to use the technology, which means that I can get very tight in on what their needs are. Listen, we have this very special thing that only we do. Every third Thursday of the month, we need to be able to put one certain kind of thing on the television that nobody else will ever see, a certain kind of signage player or something that came from overseas, or we have this one device. And so we can integrate all that stuff because URC is so easy to integrate with. We can integrate these different types of pieces into a space, and we're able to train them. In an amenity space, 99% of the people that use my system, I'm never going to be able to train them. I'm never going to know who they are. I'm never going to see them use our system. We're just going to know whether or not it works by either coming in and watching them or the feedback that we get. So, so it's kind of two very different markets, and how you design them, how you bid them, and kind of the end results that you get.